Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Blind Hope Crochet. I'm making this channel for people that are blind and visually impaired, so my videos are going to be a little bit longer than the average person's videos. Today we are going to be making one of the first projects that I learned to make, which was a granny square. So today I have a 5mm crochet hook, or a size H. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a yarning needle, and I have two different colors of yarn. The two different colors that I have are Grenadine from Red Heart, which is just a worsted weight yarn. It's kind of like, I guess, like a darker pinkish reddish kind of color for those of you that can't see. And then I have a lighter pink, which is called Pretty in Pink, also by Red Heart, which is a lighter, more closer to your baby girl kind of pink. And to let all of you know, I am considered legally blind, so in my right eye I have absolutely no vision at all. In my left eye I can see light and colors, but only if I bring it really close to my face. So I believe I explained the colors to you accurately. For those of you that have more sight than I do, I really hope I did it justice. So here we go. We're going to start with the Grenadine yarn. You're going to make your slip knot and you are going to put it on your hook. Start with a chain of 4. So yarn over and pull through for a chain of 1, yarn over, pull through for a chain of 2, yarn over, pull through for a chain of 3, yarn over, and pull through a chain for 4. Now you're going to insert your hook into that very first loop down by your slip knot. Then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to grab your yarn and you're going to pull it through both loops on your hook. So here's 1 and here's 2. The yarn has been yarned over. Pull it through both. And now if you go on ahead and feel with your fingers, you'll feel that you have a small hole. This is a way of making the form of a loop. So in a granny square, you're going to want a small hole in the center. Some people don't like a hole, and you can start it with a magic loop, but I prefer to do a chain of 4. Now what you're going to do in order to start is you're going to do a chain of 3. So you're going to yarn over, pull through for 1, yarn over, pull through for a second chain, yarn over, pull through for a third chain. Now we are going to do 2 more double crochets, and this will give you what's called a shell, or maybe you might heard it called a cluster. And in order to do the double crochet, you are going to put the yarn over your hook. Now this little loop that you made, this is where this loop comes into play. You're going to insert your hook into the center of this loop that you made, and now be sure to feel and make sure you have the center, because you don't want to bring it through one of those chains. It can really mess it up, and then it's not going to make that perfect square for you later. So like I said, I yarned over. I'm going to insert my hook into the center. Oops, so sorry. Into the center of my loop. Then you're going to grab your yarn with your hook and pull it up. So now you have 3 loops on your hook. You have the original loop that you started with, the loop that you made when you yarned over, and then the loop that you made when you went in and pulled up that loop. So now what we're going to do is we are going to yarn over and pull the yarn only through 2 of those 3 loops. So now you have 2 loops left on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through those final 2. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Pull through the final 2. So that gives you your first, or actually your second, because your chain 3 counts as your first of your 3 double crochets. Now we are going to do it again. Yarn over, insert your hook into the loop, grab your yarn and pull it up. You have 3 on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to yarn over and pull through those last 2. And that gives you the 3 double crochets together, which kind of looks like a little shell. Now we're going to want to create a spacer in between our shells, because we're going to make 4 of these all together. So in between, you're going to do a chain of 2. So we're going to yarn over, pull through for 1, yarn over, and pull through for a second one. Now we can go back to making our 3 double crochets to make our second shell. So you're going to put the yarn over your hook, insert your hook back into the loop, grab the yarn, and pull it up. So now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. That is 1 double crochet. Now on to the next one. Yarn over, take our hook, insert it into the loop, grab the yarn and pull it up. 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2. You have 2 left. Oops, actually I felt it, I was wrong. I had 3. There we go. Now I have 2 left. Yarn over and pull through the last 2. And you're going to want to make sure you get all the threads, because sometimes the yarn likes to try to come apart on you. So that's 2. Now we're going to make the third one. So yarn over, insert the hook into the loop, grab the yarn and bring it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. There, now you have made your second shell. Now again, we're going to want to make this spacer part, so we're going to chain 2. Yarn over, pull through for 1, yarn over, pull the yarn through for 2. There's our chain 2. Now we go back to the 3 double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, insert the hook into the loop, grab the yarn and pull it up, and make sure you use your working end and not your tail like I almost did. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. And that's 1 double crochet. Let's do it 2 more times. Yarn over, insert the hook, pull the yarn up for 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Again, yarn over, insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull it up for 3 loops on our hook. Then yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So that is now 1, 2, 3 shells or clusters that we've made. So again, we want to make our spacer. So we're going to yarn over, pull through for 1 chain, yarn over, pull through for 2 chains. Now we're going to make our last shell or cluster. So yarn over, insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull it through, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then again, yarn over, go into the loop, grab the yarn and pull it up. Oh, come here you. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. So now we need to do 1 more double crochet. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook, grab the yarn and pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we just got done making our 4th shell for this round, and we call it a round because we're working around the circle and not down a line, so it's not a row. So now we're going to do our chain 2. So yarn over, pull through for 1, yarn over, pull through for 2. Now if you remember, in the very beginning of that first shell we did a chain 3. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3 up to that very top chain, or the 3rd chain in your chain of 3. You're going to insert your yarn, or I'm sorry, not your yarn, your hook into that chain, grab the yarn and pull through that chain, and then pull it through the chain on your hook to do what we call a slip stitch, to close it all off. Now, what I like to do, so that way we start in a corner so we don't have to keep flipping our work, is I go into the space in between the chain 3 and the double crochet, insert my hook, grab the yarn, pull it through, and then pull it through the loop on my hook for a slip stitch. Go into the next space in between your 2nd double crochet and your 3rd double crochet, insert my hook, grab the yarn, pull it through there, pull it through the loop on my hook for a 2nd slip stitch, and then finally into this corner, this big wide space, or the spacer that you made, grab the yarn, pull it through, and there, now you're in this next corner, but that'll keep you from having to flip your work. So now, in order to start our 2nd round, we have to chain 3. So pull our yarn over, pull it through for a chain 1, yarn over, pull it through a chain 2 for the 2nd chain, yarn over, pull it through there for a third chain. Now, if you feel your work and you feel where we put in those spacers, those are going to be your corners. And right now I know it feels more like a circle, but once we turn the corner on our second round, you can feel where it starts to get more square shape. So now this chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. So now we're going to make 2 more double crochets. Yarn over. You're going to insert your hook into this corner space that we have. So we're no longer working through the loop in the center because we're done with that round. But now our loops, or our spaces that we're going to insert our hook into, are these corners. So insert into the corner, grab the yarn, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Then again, we're going to yarn over, insert into this space, pull up. We have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do that chain 2 space again, because when you make granny squares, you will see that 2 chains make a corner. 1 chain will make a straight side. So if you accidentally end up putting in 2 chains where you weren't supposed to, you'll have this corner that starts sticking out in a spot where you're not supposed to have a corner, and you'll know that you messed up. So since we're going to keep this as our corner, we are going to chain 1, yarn over, and pull through for a second chain. And then again, in this corner space, we are going to put another shell. So yarn over, insert the hook into that corner, pull it up for 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2 again. Sorry, I need more yarn. Okay. Now, that's the first of 3. So now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, grab the yarn and pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2 for 2. Then we're going to yarn over, insert the hook, pull it up, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So now we have made our first corner for the square. And so now we have this side here where we have to work into getting into our next corner. So we're going to add a spacer here, but our spacer, since we're going to make our sides straight, is just going to be 1 chain. So we're going to yarn over and pull through for a chain of 1. Then we're going to start working in this next corner where it'll start out with our double crochets again. So yarn over, insert our hook, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. The next double crochet, yarn over, insert our hook, pull it up, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Now we're going to make our third double crochet for this shell. Yarn over, insert the hook, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now since we're in a corner, we want to chain 2. So yarn over, pull through the hook for 1 chain, yarn over, pull through the loop for a second chain. Now we're going to go back to 3 double crochets. Yarn over, insert our hook into the corner, pull up the yarn, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. There's 1. The second one, yarn over, insert our hook into the corner, pull up a loop for 3 on the hook, yarn over, insert through the first, yarn over, pull through the last 2. That's 2. Now we're going to do our third double crochet of this shell. So now we're going to yarn over, insert the hook, and pull it up, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through the last 2 on our hook. So now, if you look, or if you examine with your fingers, like I do, you'll see that now that we've done 2 corners, because you do 2 shells in each corner, we have a corner, a straight side, and another corner. So we went from a circle in the middle, and now it's starting to square out. So again, since we're on a straight side now, we want to chain 1 to give it that straight side. And some people in some of the videos that you'll see when you're making things with a granny square, they don't put in that chain 1. But for me, since I have to do a lot of things by feel, having that chain 1 makes it easier for me to be able to identify the spots in between my shells. So now, like I said, I've chained 1. So now we're going into our 3rd corner, and we have to double crochet again. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into our 3rd corner, yarn over, and pull up that loop. So yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. The next double crochet, so yarn over, insert our hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull it through the last 2 loops on the hook. Now we're going to do our 3rd double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook into the loop, then we're going to pull up that loop for 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through our first 2, yarn over, pull through our last 2. So there's our first. So now we need to make that corner spacer. So we're going to chain 2, yarn over, pull through for 1, yarn over, pull through for 2. Now we're going to make our 2nd shell for this corner. So we're going to yarn over, insert the hook into the corner, pull up. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. Now for the 2nd double crochet in our shell. Yarn over, insert the hook into the space, pull up a loop for 3 on the hook. We're still working out of this same corner. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. We have 1 more to complete this corner. So yarn over, insert the hook into the corner, grab the yarn and pull it up. Now we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So again, we are on a straight side. So we're going to yarn over and pull through for a chain of 1. So now we are working in our 4th corner, which again means 2 shells in this corner. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that 4th corner, pull up a loop, and then you have 3 loops on your hook. So yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. That's 1. Yarn over, insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull up the loop for 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. That's 2 in the shell. Now for the 3rd double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull it up. So now there's 3 on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do that chain 2 space so it makes our corner. So yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop for a chain of 1, yarn over, pull through the loop for a chain of 2. Now we're going to go back and do 3 more double crochets for the final shell in our 4th corner. Yarn over, insert our hook into the space, grab the yarn, pull it up for a loop. We have 3 on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over, insert the hook into the corner, pull up a loop for 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2. Now for the 3rd, yarn over, insert into the corner, pull up a loop for 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And there, that's all 4 corners. Now, in order to make it to connect back to the beginning, we are going to chain 1 for our straight side. And normally what we would do is we would insert our hook into the chain 3 space and do a slip stitch. But now I want to change colors to this lighter pink. So I'm still going to insert my hook into this 3rd chain, or the top of my chain 3. If you want to continue in the same color, you just slip stitch and keep going. But like I said, I want to change colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, let me set this down so I can find my end. Oops. Where is, here we go. So then what you're going to do is you're going to grab the new color that you want to use, and that is what you're going to make the slip stitch with. So I know it's hard for people that are blind that can't see, but when you grab your new yarn, you can feel the tail, and you don't want to grab it right at the tail because you're going to want a little bit of an end piece that you can either sew in later or that you can just crochet over. So I like to pull mine out, giving myself a pretty good bit, probably about 2, maybe 3 inches of yarn, and I grab it and I do my slip stitch with it. So I pull that through the chain 3 space, and then I pull that through the loop that I had on my hook, and that creates the new loop. And so then find your old color that you were using, which is right here. Grab your scissors, and like I said, I would recommend leaving a little bit of a long tail, because like I said, you're either going to want to crochet over it, and if you're a beginner and you don't know how to do that, you're going to want to sew that end in later. So then we snip that one and just toss the other piece to the side, and then you're going to want to go ahead and pull on your yarn pieces to make it tight again. But make sure that you find both, there we go, both pieces. And so now, like I was doing before, we are going to want to, sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a moment. We are going to want to slip stitch over to get back into this corner. I don't like to start on a side. Some other videos might have you start on the side, but I personally do not like starting on the side. So let me just find my yarn here. There we go. So now we're going to insert our hook, grab it, and slip stitch through. So that was in between the chain 3 space and the second double crochet. Now go in between the second double crochet and the third, insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull it up, and pull it through the loop on your hook for a second slip stitch. Finally go into that corner, grab the yarn, pull it up, and go through the loop on your hook for a third slip stitch, and now you are in that corner. And if you feel it, you can identify, sorry dear, all 4 corners by feeling where those chain 2 spaces are. So we have a chain 2, then if you feel next to it, oh, there's that chain 1, so there's a space there, and that's where we will be adding another shell, and this is how it expands. So as you continue to go around on your rounds here, even though it's square, we still call it a round, you're going to continue to add 1 shell to each side, and it'll get bigger and bigger. So what's nice about this is you can make it 1 color, multiple colors, change your colors as many times as you like. You can make it as big or as small as you want. I've made it as big enough to make it into an entire blanket, big enough to fit on a king-size bed. So that's like 86 by 86. It's ginormous. Or you can make small ones and you can connect them together, and you can make like patchwork blankets. And in another video, I'll show you how to connect the squares, but for right now, I'm just teaching you how to make the square. So now I've changed colors. And like always, when we start, we're going to do a chain 3. So yarn over, pull through for a chain 1, yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook for a chain 2, yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook for a chain 3. Now this is going to be the last round I'm going to do, so I can show you how to fasten off and how to sew in your edges. But like I said, you can continue to make this as big as you want. You'll just continue with this same pattern, 2 in every corner, a chain 1 in between, and in those chain 1 spaces you're going to put 1 shell. So this round will be the example for that. So now this counts as our first of our shell. So now we're going to yarn over, insert the hook into the corner space, pull up for 3 on the loop, yarn over, chain through 2, or pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 for our second double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop for 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 for 3. And it appears I'm stuck. Very sorry. There we go. So now, here's your first shell. Then we're gonna chain 2. So yarn over, pull through the first on the loop, that's a chain 1. Yarn over, pull through the loop on the hook, that's a chain 2. Now we go back into our 3 double crochets. Yarn over, insert into the same corner. We're still working on the same corner. So yarn over, pull through, and you pull up that loop for 3 on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. Yarn over, pull through those last 2. That's the first double crochet. Yarn over, insert into the corner, grab a loop and pull it up. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2 for the second. Yarn over, insert the loop into the hook, or the excuse me, the hook into the space. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2 for 3. So there's our first 2 shells into the corner. Again, we're going to chain 1 because we want to make that chain 1 space because we're going to be in between corners. But now we have our chain 1 space that we're going to work into. So we're only going to do 3 double crochets into this 1 space. So yarn over, insert into that chain 1 space, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now we're going to make our second double crochet. So yarn over, put our hook into the space, pull up a loop, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. That's 2. Make our third. Yarn over, insert our hook into the space, pull up a loop for 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now again, so now we've done our shell into that chain 1 space, but again we're going to chain 1 because we're going in between the corner, and then we're going to start into this second corner with 3 double crochet for our first shell. So yarn over, insert into our next corner, pull up a loop, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's the first double crochet. For the second, yarn over, insert into the hook, grab the yarn, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2 double crochets. Now for the third, yarn over, insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull it up for 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to make our corner, so we need to chain 2. Yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop for 1, yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop for 2. There's our chain 2. Now we're going to go back to 3 double crochets in the same corner because we're finishing up the corner. So yarn over, oh, sorry, that's what happens when you can't see, you hit the camera. So yarn over, insert the hook into the space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. For 1, yarn over, insert the hook, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 for 2. Now for the third double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook, pull it up, 3 on the hook, so yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's our second corner finished. So now we're going to chain 1, yarn over, pull through the loop for a chain 1. Now we have to work 3 double crochets or 1 shell into this chain 1 space. So yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over, insert into the space, pull up a loop for 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. One more double crochet for the shell. Yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, then we have 3 on the hook, so pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. So there is our shell inside the chain 1 space. So now again, we are going to chain 1, and we're going to work 2 shells into our third corner. Yarn over, insert the hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I need more yarn. Okay. Now we're going to make another double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook, and grab the yarn and pull it up for 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, that's 2. Our third double crochet, yarn over, insert our hook into the space, pull up a loop for 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to chain 2 to make our corner. So yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop for a chain 1, yarn over, pull the loop through the hook for chain 2. There's our chain 2 space. Now let's make another shell to go into this corner. So yarn over, insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull it up. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now let's make our second double crochet of the shell. Yarn over, insert the hook into the space, grab the yarn, pull it up, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Third double crochet for the shell. Yarn over, insert the hook into the space, pull up a loop, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going in between corners, so we chain 1. Now we're going to work into the chain 1 space. So yarn over, insert our hook into the chain 1 space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, for the second double crochet, yarn over, insert our hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. That's 2. Now for the third, yarn over, insert the hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now before we get into this corner, we have to chain 1. So yarn over, pull the yarn through the loop, there's your chain 1. Now we're going to work into this fourth corner. So now we have to make 2 shells, and the first one consists of 3 double crochet, don't forget. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, oops, I missed it altogether. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. There's 1. Come on, give me some more yarn. There we go. Then, now for the next double crochet, yarn over, insert into the corner, pull up a loop, 3 on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now for the third double crochet, yarn over, insert a hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Last corner, so as always, we have to chain 2 to make the corner. So yarn over, pull through a loop for chain 1, yarn over, pull through the loop for chain 2. Now we have to make 1 more shell into this corner to finish up the corner. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, grab the yarn, pull it up, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1. Yarn over, insert our hook into the corner, pull up a loop, then we have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Last double crochet for this shell. Yarn over, insert the hook, grab our yarn, pull it up, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So now we chain 1. So we yarn over and pull it through. That's our chain 1. So now we're going to work into this chain 1 space. Yarn over, insert our hook into the chain 1 space, grab a loop, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1. Now for the second double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the space, grab the yarn, pull it up, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now for the third double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 1, and now we're back at the beginning. So find the top of your chain 3 space. We're going to insert our hook, come on, like so, grab our yarn, pull it through, grab it through, and that's a slip stitch. So now you have, if you feel along, you have your square. You can identify your corners with the chain 2 spaces, but now if you feel on the sides, you have 2 chain 1 spaces. So as you see, I have increased each side by 1 space, or it'll be 1 shell to make it bigger and bigger. So like I said before, you can keep making this as big as you want. I've done it to make up an entire blanket, or you can leave it this size and fasten off, and you can make others this size and you can connect them together and you can make a blanket that way. So now this is as big as I'm going to make for the tutorial. And now I'm going to fasten off. So what you're going to do is you're going to yarn over and pull through like a chain 1. And then you're going to grab the yarn and leave yourself a decent sized tail. Like I said, I like to make mine a few inches. Grab your scissors and cut if you're done. If you're not, keep going. And pull through. And so it makes like a little knot in that space so it won't come unraveled. But if you're going to keep going, remember 2 in every corner with a chain 2 space. So shell, chain, chain, shell. Then 1 chain in between, shell in your chain 1 spaces. Then 1 chain in between before you get back to your corner where you will shell, chain, chain, shell. And like I said, this will continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you're like me, because it's very easy to make and you don't have to worry so much about counting your stitches as you do when you single crochet, you will be making lap gowns for just to cover your lap, or big blankets to cover your beds, or one for your dog's bed, or just giving them out as gifts. If you get blanket yarn, you can make blankets for babies. I have made so many things just using this granny square. So now I'm going to show you, now that we have fastened off, just to weave in or to sew in your ends. So this is one of the pieces of yarn that we have here, and I use a blunt end, big-eyed yarning needle. And I like the bigger eye because, being that I can't see, it makes it easier for me to feel where the eye is and to pull the yarn through. So I grab the yarn and I pull it through that eye, just like a regular needle. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run the yarn one way. So I normally go from right to left. So I find where it's at and I go under a stitch, and you just kind of run it through the fibers of the yarn. It's different than when you do it with fabric, but you run it one way. And so now you're going to want to run it the other way. So if you're still holding it that way, you would go from left to right, but I turn it so I can still go right to left, but then I choose just a slightly different spot above it, and I run the needle through so that way it goes through a different spot. And you're going to want to run it through your yarn probably about 3, maybe 4 times, depending upon the item. If I'm doing a hat, I like to run it through it a lot more because I don't want the top to open up or for it to come unraveled while somebody's wearing it. But then once you've ran it through and you know that it's secure, that your item is not going to come undone, and you take off your needle and we find our scissors and we just snip off that extra piece. And so there you have it. This is a granny square. You can feel your corners, you can feel your sides, and if you feel back in the middle, you can feel that little circle for where we chained 4. So you can always find the center of your circle. So that's my first tutorial on the Blind Hope Crochet. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and you will be the first to know when I come out with a new video. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Stay safe, be healthy, and be crafty.